For many, the deep sense that something was lacking in them was first given by their families. I just know that among some in my extended family, I will be considered incomplete without children, even though I have an amazing career and am considered to be incredibly successful in many other respects. There's a powerful dynamic happening here. This woman has got the impression that her extended family will sit in judgment of her regardless of her other achievements. No matter what age we are, there is the desire that our families will accept and be proud of us. If motherhood is natural and inevitable for all women, the coercive language directed at anyone who dissents would not have to be quite so forceful. We would not have to be persuaded at every level by everyone all the time. Over the years, women developed a variety of tactics to deal with the hostility of their families. I thought people would assume that I hated children. I don't. And that not being maternal meant I was a cold person. So I used to hide the truth. I would pretend it was still on my horizon. This is a palpable manifestation of a painful stigma. One woman discussed how her child-free life was seen to exclude her from friends and family. You were never asked to be a godparent or even to babysit. I find this quite painful if I'm honest. I would love to be a godparent. One woman described the tension that years of this kind of conditioning led to. I struggled for years, even when married, with the creeping perception that my value was less because I did not have children. I know I am not less, and I don't really believe that my family see me as less, but it lingered in my mind as a possible problem, or something that marked me as incomplete, immature, who knows. This is a common feeling, where women perceived something that was unspoken and perhaps not the complete picture of how their family felt about them. The culture in which we exist is so pervasive that it is hard to separate what might well be complex feelings on the part of our families, with messages we hear every day, many of which might well have been even more potent when they were growing up. Because of the taboos around speaking about childlessness, this woman was not able to have the kind of open, honest conversation about her life that might have led to increased understanding with her family. So many relationships have been damaged because people were unable to accept that their children had chosen a different path. My own mother always told me that if I was happy, my life was my own, and that gave me the freedom and security to find my own path. Perhaps there were things that she wanted to say, disappointments that she wanted to voice, but she never said them to me. Sure, I swam in the same waters of a culture that points us towards motherhood, but I knew that if I didn't take that path, I had a warm home to come back to, with miniature schnauzers bundling through the kitchen and the teapot always on standby. I think of the women I spoke to, belittled and bullshitted at every family gathering, still refusing to have children. They will stay child-free, the comments will turn from chastisement to pity, and relationships with close family members may erode and decay over time. Most of these women have swallowed down small resentments for decades and learned tactics and reactions to get through these events. And we all know what happens when sadness or anger is repeatedly absorbed into the body.